I am privileged to run a platform that is called 𝗢𝗃𝗲𝗿. That platform helps people overcome false identities, anger, doubt, fear, overthinking, self sabotage, all these issues that actually get people to a level that is worse of their lives. And I have managed to interact with a lot of people through that platform. But one case stands out that I think I have to talk about it so that you get to learn something from it. Now, this is my view on that case. So, your opinion uh, is accepted. You are allowed to criticize, you're allowed to disagree, but I would like you to know as you disagree, understand it's even easier to communicate or to have a conversation without having to agree or disagree. All right? This is about rep. Now, uh, those people or those victims of rape, it's really a sad story. When they talk to you about this, it's really a sad story, and you start looking at their lives, and it's actually turning into the opposite side of than it was actually designed. So, victims of rape are so angry. Victims of rape have self-doubt. There is they don't feel like they're worth of any relationship, and their life gets worse after that situation. So some of them become lesbians or homosexuals. Some of them they really hate relationships, and sometimes they hate even children. Some of them their relationships are not working, even though they're trying to get into relationships and marriages. It is not working. Why is it not working? Because they are constantly identifying with their past, and they bring that burden in the current relationships. To overcome rape and the anger that comes with that, to overcome that false identity, because that is not your identity, it's a false identity that you adapted from the one who actually raped you. So understand this, that when you're raped, all you have is anger towards the person who actually perpetrated that, the one who raped you. But the more you become angry at that person who raped you, the more you become just as them, as evil as they are, because you become who you resent. So whoever you resent, you become. So that anger that you have that is coming in from that episode of rape, it is not you, right? It is a false identity that you've picked from the person who actually raped you. So it's time for you to overcome it. Now, I know you've gone for counseling, you've gone for all these sessions of therapy and all that. You've even taken antidepressants, but it's not working because you're focusing on the wrong things. I want you to see this. When somebody is raped, they're always hoping that the perpetrator's life gets worse. But how many people rape people and their life gets better? They just live and move on. Because the world is full of evil people. And if you start paying attention to the external world, you're getting it all wrong. I also know that in those counseling sessions, you're told to actually forgive the one who actually raped you. But at that moment in time, you don't understand what is forgiveness. I mean, this person raped me. How will I even forgive them? They're supposed to come to me and apologize for doing that act if at all they did not face the consequences of the law. So you are hoping that these people can actually come back and apologize to you for actually what they did. But you've outgrown that. That is your past. So if you're still hoping that the one who raped you has to come and apologize to you, it is a waste of your time. Why? Because these people were operating under the influence of an evil spirit. It is not them. It is the evil spirit inside them that controlled them to do what they did to you. And because the world is full of evil people, every single human out here is always willing to destroy you. He's always willing to destroy you. They've just not found that chance. So this one who actually raped you got that chance and utilized that chance. And every human being in this world is not responsible for what they do. No, we might think we have control or we are responsible for what we do. We are not. We are under control and influence of the spirit that has actually built a home in us. That's why we started that Identity Friday show. Why? Because we want to help people to overcome the false identities, the false spirit, the evil spirit in them, the spirit of anger. When they overcome that, they bring back their spirit of love and they can easily love people. And through that, they cannot harm people. Right? They cannot fight. There's no war. There's no rape. There's no crime. Because everything revolves around who you are from the inside. So this is what I recommend. You can do what you want, but I highly recommend that one, when somebody has raped you or when you're raped and you're constantly suffering from that, you need to go and overcome the person who actually raped you. And the only way to overcome them is to forgive them. And the only way to forgive is to face them. Why are you afraid of facing them? It's because you have anger inside you. So you want to overcome that spirit of anger because it's not yours. You tapped it from them. So you face them, you apologize for resenting them. Now realize you are the victim, but you're actually admitting that you're wrong for resenting human beings. You're not designed to be here to hate people. These people were created by God and they are God's people. So if you resent them, you're actually resenting God. So what do? Because all human beings have the evil nature in them and they are willing to destroy, you understand that. Now you understand it is wrong for me to resent people, whether they did wrong to me or people are just living their lives. So we cannot resent them for actually exercising the evil nature on us. So you face them and you overcome them. You tell them, you know what? Whatever happened, happened, and I realize I am actually wrong for resenting you. Because if you knew better, you would have actually done better. But because you're under control of the spirit of evil, and now that I'm resenting you for things that you do not have control over, it is my fault, so I apologize. Now you see that looks very controversial, all right? That looks like you're the victim and the perpetrator is the one who is supposed to come and apologize to you. But as you sit there waiting for them to come, they will never come. They will never come because they are fighting an evil spirit in them every single day and they are living in the hell. So you are actually being dragged in that hell because of that occasion that happened to you. It's unfortunate that it actually happened, but it already happened. So we don't want to identify with it and bring it in our present. All right? So we don't have to inhabit the spirit of the one who raped you. We don't want to resent them because when you resent them, we become just like them. So you face them and you tell them, you know what, I apologize for resenting you for no good reason. Whatever happened, happened. And of course, we have to move on from it. At this moment in time, I am wrong for resenting you and I am sorry. Now, remember, human beings cannot forgive. It's God who forgives. So when you say that, you're actually taking this person out of your path to receive your forgiveness, to receive back your identity, to do away with the anger, to do away with the self-sabotage and the feeling of feeling worthless. You're doing that so that God takes this burden off you. Because only God can forgive. Your role is to admit that you are wrong for resenting human beings. You are actually playing God when you resent somebody. So you're going there to apologize so that God takes the burden of anger out of you and now you become a whole different individual. That is my recommendation. Otherwise, you can move from one consultation room, one therapy session to another, and your situation will still be the same. Because even the one who is actually doing therapy to you is also suffering from anger. They also have their own problems they have to fix. They're also living in hell. They have to overcome anger. So your role is to actually focus on your inside world. You fix your inside world so that the external world adapts to you. And once you have anger, everybody you are attracting around you is full of anger. They might act different, but they're the same spirit in a different body. So you'll end up attracting even your husband or in a relationship or even that homosexual relationship that you're actually getting in. You'll attract a messed up spirit. That's why all of you are relating. That's why you're getting together. All right? So you'll attract people in different bodies, but with the same spirit as the same person who actually raped you because you have the identity inside you and we always attract who we are. So do what you want, but I highly recommend that you go and face them, overcome them. And I know that most psychiatrists, most psychologists, most therapists and counselors will actually come after this video. They will talk so much about it. Oh, this one was raped and there's no way they can actually face that person. They hate them. They still have the anger. Now, who is suffering for having anger? You are the one who is suffering. So the only way to overcome the anger is facing the one who actually did the act to you. But the more you stay there hoping that they can actually come and apologize to you or their life can actually get a mess, you're wasting time because their life will become even way better and yours will become worse because that was the intention. Destroy them. And now because your life is becoming worse, you're actually making that plan successful. So go and overcome. Overcome that anger. You are being controlled by the spirit of anger and you're always willing to destroy every person that is coming along your way. Go and overcome that person so that the identity leaves you. And once it leaves you, you'll be a whole different person. You'll attract who you are. Your external environment will just align to who you are. And you'll bring back your joy. I thought you should know that.